Sagittarius, the amorous nature. You and Sagittarius woman like all fire sign women, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, she is at her most vibrant when she is in love. She is drawn to the excitement, passion, and sheer adventure of romance. Her attitude toward life is enthusiastic and positive, and being in love intensifies these glowing feelings. Where another woman might walk around in a dreamlike haze, a Sagittarius woman in love positively radiates happiness and energy. Sagittarius is also the sign of mental exploration. To her, love is not just passion but a challenge. This free spirit finds domesticity boring. She is the perfect playmate, but only as long as she finds the game worth playing. She is not one to make the best of a bad bargain. If she is unhappy, she won't resign herself or compromise or try to work things out. She'll just walk out. She can't take love as seriously as other women do. It's part of life to her, not the end or the beginning. If she finds a man who's a real companion, who shares her pleasure in sports and the outdoor life, who likes to travel and hates to be tied down to any one place, then love is a wonderful extra added attraction. Her exploratory nature may lead her to have a number of early sex experiences, especially the kind that begin quickly in an exotic setting and have a passion in the moment edge, for example, a tryst on a train speeding through Europe, wild sex with a new lover on a beach in Barbados. She doesn't always perceive the consequences of romantic entanglements. To her, life means moving forward into the future, and each new love is a learning experience. She doesn't take into account that when a romance is over it may leave behind a trail of wounded feelings. If an old lover harbors resentment, she is genuinely surprised. She likes men and enjoys the flirtations and maneuvers of a developing affair. In turn, men like her charming, easygoing manner and her acceptance of what the world is like. Other women may prefer the straight and narrow path, but Sagittarius can't help wandering over to the primrose path to pluck whatever blooms strike her fancy. When she does find her big romance, however, this is a woman who believes in loyalty to her man. She is a romantic who'll marry for love's sake rather than for money or social position. She wants a true soul companion. A sense of humor is one of her nicest traits, and she isn't interested in a man who lacks a sense of fun. She doesn't welcome tempestuous, heavy-breathing relationships that put her through an emotional wringer. What she looks for is a lover who can share her sense of adventure. She prefers men who are intellectually stimulating, well-read, and well-traveled. Sexually, she doesn't play control games. She wants sex to be truthful, genuine, very romantic, very impulsive. Basically, Sagittarius woman enjoys life and tries to make sure everyone around her enjoys it too. When this clever, amusing, optimistic, high-spirited woman finally settles down with some lucky man, she'll be the most delightful companion he can hope to find. You and Sagittarius man, this charming lover can be a poor choice as a husband. The symbol of his sign is the archer, and he is always on the hunt. He likes nothing better than the chase. As the song has it, when he's not near the girl he loves the girl he's near. He's perfectly sincere when he tells you he loves you. And he will be perfectly sincere when he tells someone else the same thing the next night. Whatever he believes at the moment is true. The Sagittarian male has a deserved reputation as the Don Juan of the zodiac. This is not because he has an insatiable sexual desire, but because love to him is an elusive adventure, an unexplored path. He is the archetypal footloose and fancy-free lover searching for his feminine ideal. Along the way he manages to garner more than his share of female admirers who can't help responding to his open, honest, cheerful, intelligent lovemaking. Sagittarius has a captivating sense of humor, and the woman he squires can count on good times. He's much more likely to ask you to an informal lunch at an outdoor cafe than to a grand dress-up dinner. This isn't because he is reluctant to spend money but simply because he prefers the easygoing approach in all things. He hates whatever is artificial, pompous, or pretentious. If practice made perfect, he'd be the world's best lover. However, he doesn't consider love to be an experience anything like the novelists tell it. He is passionate but not intense. His great quality is enthusiasm, a sense of sheer enjoyment. What bothers him is that everyone else seems to take love so seriously. Why can't everyone be like him, relaxed, buoyant, undemanding? Very often he isn't interested in marriage or a long-term relationship. He wants to tarry for the fun and laughter, and move on. Happiness for this man is not a fixed goal, it's a way of traveling. If you put enough happy days together, you end up with a happy life. If he's decided that you're his kind of woman, don't be coy. He doesn't regard a romantic fling as all that important, and he won't understand if you do. If casual amour isn't your style, then maybe Sagittarius isn't for you. You won't have trouble striking up a conversation. Sagittarians are interested in almost anything. When they've talked themselves out on their favorite subjects, they'll decide you're a fascinating conversationalist. Ask about their work, their friends, books they have read, and their reactions to a current news event. If you happen to like animals or outdoor sports, you are already halfway home with a Sagittarian. There is a fine line between taking an interest in their interests and prying. Don't overstep that boundary. Sagittarians are very wary of anyone who might be trying to corner them. If talking about generalities gives you the feeling that you're sliding rapidly over ice, don't worry. Matters will improve on better acquaintance. You may discover, in fact, that your problem is trying to ignore the direct, sometimes overly frank inquiries that Sagittarians will make. When they get to know you, they like you to share confidences with them or ask for their advice. Sagittarians like outdoor dates, dancing under the stars, open-air concerts, picnics at the beach, skiing or sailing outings. They usually avoid large parties or too close quarters because they cannot bear to be hedged in or confined. Never infringe on their freedom. Never let your emotional needs intrude on their private lives. And you'd be wise not to put too much stock in their promises. Their words are writ on water. Enjoy being with Sagittarius, but don't think you've signed a lifelong contract, because Sagittarius doesn't think so. And don't look back with regret when it's over. Sagittarius won't. How to attract Sagittarius? Sagittarius and Aries both share a similar approach to sex. They make the most of every opportunity. Add to this a mutual love of the outdoors and a fondness for socializing, and you can see why they get along. They're also intellectually well suited, both have a wide range of interests and love to talk about them. Sagittarius is more philosophical about problems than Aries, who becomes more personally involved. The one question mark is their combustible temper. Arguments are heated but short-lived, and the making up will be fun. A perfect match. Sagittarius and Taurus. Taurus wants to run things, but Sagittarius won't be controlled. Sagittarius needs change, variety, and adventure. That proves irritating to steady, disciplined, home-loving Taurus. Taurus approves of tried-and-true ways of doing things, but Sagittarius will try anything. Blunt Sagittarius will say what it thinks at the drop of a hat, and that brings Taurus's temper to a slow simmer. There are also money problems, since Sagittarius gambles today while Taurus hoards for tomorrow. A short future for this pair. Sagittarius and Gemini. They're both restless, adventuresome, imaginative, and fun-loving. No other opposite signs in the zodiac enjoy each other more than these two. They'll be shooting stars in the bedroom for a while, but when the fireworks fizzle the bickering begins. Both have bright minds, but Sagittarius is outspoken and bossy, while Gemini likes to poke verbal fun. Too rootless and discontent to settle down, they eventually both succumb to the siren call of other interests, other loves. But parting should be amicable. Sagittarius and Cancer. Cancer's sensuality and romantic imagination intrigues inquiring Sagittarius. But Sagittarius is both venturesome and cerebral, while Cancer is cautious and emotional, and this pair will never understand each other. Sagittarius can't supply the security and stability Cancer needs or endure Cancer's moodiness and jealousy. Without even being aware of it, blunt Sagittarius wounds sensitive Cancer at every turn. When Sagittarius seeks outside stimulation away from home, Cancer nags and whines and tries to hold on tighter. They'd be better as friends. Sagittarius and Leo, there are exciting times ahead for this ardent pair. Self-confident Leo holds the key to unlocking Sagittarius's deeper passions, and their love life is an adventure. They also enjoy travel, meeting new people, and each other's company. Leo loves freedom as much as Sagittarius, so there won't be problems with jealousy or possessiveness. Sagittarius has the lightness of touch necessary to cope with Leo's monumental ego. A grand mating. Sagittarius's amorous combinations. Sagittarius and Virgo shy, reticent. The Virgo can't take the initiative, which makes Sagittarius think Virgo is prudish. Both have intellectual leanings, so they may end up having some interesting conversations in bed. Elsewhere, Virgo looks for order and simplicity, whereas Sagittarius looks for excitement and new experiences. Virgo wants a long-term commitment, Sagittarius has to be free to roam. Sagittarius's slapdash ways irritate meticulous Virgo. When Virgo carps and criticizes, this is sometimes a way of showing it cares, but Sagittarius will never understand that. Little bodes well in this affair. Sagittarius and Libra. Sagittarius is charmed by Libra's artistic, elegant, easygoing nature, and Libra is fascinated by Sagittarius's lust for adventure. Libra is more romantic than Sagittarius, otherwise the sexual harmony is delightful. Libra casts a tolerant eye on Sagittarius's frolicking, and may even slow down Sagittarius's pace, for Libra knows how to turn on sensual charm. Libra loves home and luxury, and Sagittarius prefers the outdoor life. But Librans are artists at working out such problems. Sagittarius and Scorpio. Scorpio tries to clip Sagittarius's wings and keep it in a cage. Brooding, pent-up Scorpio just can't deal with open, ebullient, outspoken Sagittarius. Sagittarius's far-roaming interests constantly make Scorpio jealous. Romantically, this is a volatile combination. Sagittarius is playful about sex and finds Scorpio's intense, dominating passions too much to cope with. Soon Sagittarius's inclination is to fly. Sagittarius is also quick-tempered and cools quickly, while Scorpio's anger seethes until it erupts in fury. A temperamental, difficult union. Sagittarius and Sagittarius. Some astrologers believe the only fit mate for a Sagittarian is another Sagittarian. They do seem perfectly suited, two independent, freedom-loving roamers. But this exciting, chaotic, eventful relationship is too unpredictable to suit either of them. They have a tendency to bring out the worst in each other. Each remains uncommitted and has so many outside interests that this pair inevitably drifts apart. But they'll be good sports when the fun is over. Sagittarius and Capricorn. Capricorn's demands can't be satisfied by Sagittarius's flighty, light-hearted approach to love. Both have high aspirations in life, but their approaches are totally different. Capricorn wants to climb to the top of the mountain, Sagittarius wants to fly over the top. Sagittarius's frank, outspoken nature is sure to rile Capricorn's sensibilities. Capricorn is restrictive, a loner, known for its outlook. Sagittarius is venturesome, sociable, and expansive. Capricorn is cautious with money and concerned with appearances, and Sagittarius is neither. Both should look elsewhere. Sagittarius and Aquarius. These two share a great zest for living and a forward-looking viewpoint. Neither will try to tie down the other. Both seek to explore possibilities to the fullest, and they share an idealism about love and life. Aquarius is innovative. Sagittarius loves to experiment. There'll be imaginative fun in the bedroom, and they'll probably find out things that would surprise even Masters and Johnson. They'll like each other too. True emotional intimacy may be slower to develop, but prospects are wonderful for the long haul. Sagittarius and Pisces. Pisces is drawn to Sagittarius's life force, and Sagittarius is attracted to Pisces's spirituality. But Sagittarius needs a pal and Pisces needs a dream lover, and neither can help the other. Sagittarius's naturally buoyant spirits are anchored by Pisces's dependency and timidity. Highly emotional Pisces is looking for more than an occasional sex partner, and restless, freedom-loving Sagittarius is looking for nothing but Bedroom hijinks keep things going for a while, but this affair slowly sinks into a quagmire.